Alrighty, so welcome all to our second matchup here. And of course, the Bets.net Challenger Series. Ooh. That was a unexpected hiccup, but yeah. I hope this game is not going to be having any sort of hiccups, any sort of technical problems or anything like that, and we could just straight up jump into it. There we go, Tricked Esports starting on the terrorist side, Venatores on the CT. Good flash, very good flash to actually allow Snecker to push through brown holes, but Tetsek, now I don't know if there was a flash deployed towards A main, but it doesn't look like it, and Tetsek goes for the fight and he loses it. The Glocks though, they're actually able to get the kill on Goofy. This is looking like a very good round for Tricked Esports so far. This is not that bad. Oh my goodness, what is here? Tricked completely decimating the Venatores side as they're going for the push console. That is some great ladder movement. Never. I would say it's never ever worth it to be slowly walking down the ladder like that. Pretty much the best option is just simply jump down it. Much better. In comparison to walking down, you become a very easy target for your enemy. And so, Tricked Esports looks like they're going to be claiming a very easy round at this point. I mean, 5 players surviving. Not a single of them dying. And soon, wow, he's also going to drop dead. Surprisingly enough. That is so weird to see. In this sort of matchup, where you have Venatores and Tricked Esports, I honestly don't know which team you could really regard the favorites. I think some, and by the Bets.net odds, that is probably Venatores. After all, they were able to beat some decent opposition. Kingman, ago, right? Some other Polish teams, some very good results for Venatores. Tricked Esports, on the other hand, just haven't been doing so great. They even lost to said Kingman 16-4 if I recall correctly. And that is definitely not good, but this round is looking good for them. Very solid. This push is working out wonders for them. Bricks are just running around with a P250. The P50. Ooh, yes, soon. He's actually going to drop that. I was thinking he might actually get the drop on console, but it's like console's a bit too quick. Ponchek, I don't know how to help out Ponchek. He's kind of stuck here in connector. There's nothing much he can really do, maybe other than try to salvage a weapon and try to back away, but he's just gonna try to save the CZ and armor Ponchek. That's not bad. That is definitely not bad of an idea. He can keep it into the next round, and it's also gonna be somewhat useful, I think, because Venatores, they're just gonna have to go on a full-on eco. And them being on an eco is a great opportunity for Trick to claim a round win. Which I'm pretty sure they will. Like, even though they only have 2 rifles, but they also have SMGs. And the thing about SMGs, they just shred their unarmored opponents. I think that will be a similar scenario here in a round like this, where Venatores, yeah, not gonna be doing so good, I'd say. Maybe Ponchek will actually prove me wrong, or the fact that Tricked Esports is going for a fast round towards B. This is a good opportunity for Venatores to actually do some serious damage on this push, but so far so good for Trick. They're absolutely destroying every single one of them. Ponchek finally comes in, but I think his CZ is a bit too late to the party. Him and his CZ. I really doubt it. Can really do anything at this point. Maybe he might just be able to kill a low HP Rick, so that's a possibility. I don't think no one's really watching upper from the Trick side. Insta still doesn't spot him out. Finally will. Okay, that's a pretty good round for Trick. I was very skeptical from the get-go. I was very skeptical because remember, they were rushing a B bomb site that still had players in it. 4 players. In a way, that was a stack from Venatores, and simply doesn't really work out for them. But, I mean, egos, 4 spies with only pistols, they're not really as much important as these gun rounds right here. Venatores, they gotta claim this one. It's not gonna be that easy for them, I would say. I think the fact that Trick Esports still has got the SMGs, 2 of them in fact, I honestly think they're probably going to try to go for a fast play here. It's probably going to be the A site. They're going to try to overwhelm it from 3 different angles. But I do see one problem in this setup. The thing about Insta, he's got the bomb. He's the only player that's going to make his way through main. And the fact that he has the bomb, if he drops dead, that's pretty much the bomb also being dropped. So I'm not sure if this is really the type of setup Trick Esports should be going for, but we're going to have to wait and see. Could actually work out for them. Rexo playing the anti-flash position, but now as smoke's being deployed, I think they're going to have to go for the push. The good thing again for Trick is that Venatores, because of their forest buy previously, they just don't have a lot of money. So this could really work out here for the Trick side. As the push, it will definitely commence, but I'm not seeing the utility usage just yet. It should come out any moment. But Trick, they're definitely taking their sweet time. Goofy spots out, yeah, he spots out Lukey. Is able to get the frag as well, but they were able to yeah, soon he's now kind of stuck there towards Connector. The Terror side team is doing a very good job at taking the side. But with that being said, Venatores, they have to make the, yeah, they got to make up their mind as soon as possible. Do they want to take this one? I think Rixo is in a good position to get a frag. Tetzek does crouch down. That will not be good enough. Start with frags. That is pretty good from him though. Now the Trick side still has got, look at this, 2 Molotovs. When they choose them, well, that's 1 Molotov being dropped out of the equation. Insta got to win the fight. He does win the fight. And Stark and Soon, I think they will try to take this one, but Console, a lot of this is going to rely on him. He's got to throw the Molotov. He's got to throw it now. Otherwise, Stark might actually defuse the bomb. Stark down to Insta. And now Console, all he's got to do is play the time. He won the round already. Stark, there's nothing he can do. And both of them will probably die to the bomb. Yes. Yes, both of them will die to the bomb. And Trick Esport will also win a round. A very good one. Like I said. Oh, Console. What weapon is that? No, that's a horrendous weapon in competitive play. Yeah, maybe in I don't know, when the scoreline is 15-6, maybe you can go for a similar purchase, but not now. Definitely not now. Okay, Venatores. Again, they're back on the pistols because of them losing the gun round. They're soon about, if they, well, gonna lose this round as well, they're gonna be having maximum lose money bonus, which means that they're still gonna be able to have a buy. It's just, at a round like this, you want to try to do some damage. Well, Luki gets tagged down. That's pretty good damage being done by Tetzek. But will the rest of the squad follow suit? Insta throws the Molotov. Now he deters the player from even peeking. I think the smoke actually extinguishes the Molotov, which is a bit sad. And yep, this is a good setup. The 2 Pop Dog players doing absolutely good. Yes, that is Mac 10. I wouldn't say they were doing a very good job, but yes, they killed the player, but that's only Mac 10 being salvaged. Punchek though. Don't count out this player out of the round just yet. He's only got the CZ correct, but he's also got 2 teammates alive. Oh, but Insta, yeah, he cuts off one of the players flanking. And I think at this point, it's pretty much impossible for Venatores to win the round. It's still looking likely that they might just be able to salvage a weapon. Insta's got the angle, but Goofy doesn't even check it. And yo, that's gonna be the round for Trick. A very good round here in Train. Starting off relatively hot. I mean, the Danes are really stepping up here, at least in these 5 rounds. That last round, we kind of saw some mistakes being made, but at the same time, they do win the round, which is obviously very good. Venatores now, they're back on the buy, like I said. After them having maximum lose money bonus, they're able to purchase quite a lot of things, like good weapons, good utility as well. Death kits as well coming out. This is looking like a good buy. Oh, the preemptive Molotov from Luki. It's a very good Molotov to be thrown in the early stages of the round, as you may never know if a push could be happening. And well, Snecker tries to play a bit more aggressive towards Pop Dog. The problem is Goofy. He's got a pretty good angle there, and so wins the fight. I think oh, what's up with this shaky aim from Soon? Huh, wiggling his crosshair like that. Sometimes, I guess you could say it's good that when you're wiggling your crosshair like that, you're pretty much going to be ready for a flick if it is going to be needed. I should understand from his part. Tetsek, though. Okay, that's still pretty good for one frag. It's still a favorable situation here for the Venatores team soon. Okay, he's actually going to change position right now, and we are seeing a push. I do believe that's Ponchek pushing Brown Halls at this point. This is now looking pretty bad for Trick, as look at Ponchek. He pushed up all the way for Brown Halls. Could go Pop Dog if he wishes so. But I'm pretty sure he realizes that Trick, they're nowhere near the bathroom area. They're probably going to go towards A. Venatores should be ready. Ready and waiting. Insta those spots out. Yeah, spots out Stark. They should be expecting a guy in Pop Dog. That is Ponchek, but he's going to go push him with the flames. He gets the perfect timing. And so picks up both of the frags. That's a good round for Venatores. I mean, it is kind of scary. If, for say, you're in Ponchek's position and you're going for the push, it could really help your team either seal the deal or even break it, right? If you go for the push, you get cut out, well, then Trick Esports might be thinking, wait a minute, if they had one player pushing aggressively, the odds that the B bomb site might not even have any sort of defenders. They could go for the rotate, they could hit B, they might be in a position to win the round, but it works out good. So far, so good. It works out good for Venatores. Stark, though, he tries to play aggressive, soon helps him out, and this setup from the two Polish players is perfect. Okay, now that wasn't necessary. That was definitely necessary from Ponchek, as I'm pretty sure he was expecting a refrag to happen, but I don't think he expected players coming his way. But now look, Venatores, you're gonna have to hold here. Soon a very good position. No one's really smoking him off. Finally, the smokes do come in. Could press mouse one, and so he will. And now Console, he's kind of stuck here. He's gonna drop dead, and wow, this is looking like a much better Venatores. As now they're able to get the gun rounds going. They're able to come out victorious. And Trick Esport, I would say that they could possibly go for a buy here. I think that's what they're gonna do. I don't know if Luki and Snetker have AK. There are AK-47s for them. Okay, that's good. They're still able to scrape one more buy here, Trick. If they're gonna lose this round, then they're probably gonna have to see an eco from their team. But until then, push comes through from Ponchek of all people. That's a very good flash for Snetker. We saw Trick. They were themselves ready to throw a flash towards lower so that Snetker could peek, but the problem is Snetker is the first man to fall. So now Trick, they can, well, still try to win the round at this point. It's going to be a bit more difficult as they're a man down. What are they thinking? I think Rix and Console... okay, they're just going to set up the smokes. There's always still a possibility, if you take a look for, say, at the POV of Rixo or any other player, there's still a possibility to go for a boost here and actually maybe spot out some sort of players, but that is not going to be the case. Trick is going for the straight-up push. Insta, though, he's actually made some very decent progress. No one's really watching upper. Finally, Stark gets the frag, but I think it's a bit too late. Already, Trick is able to plant the bomb. And Console and Rix are kind of stuck here. Console gets the frag. That's good for Console. Remember, yes, that one Molotov, that's what I wanted to say. The Molotov are still in the hands of Venatores, but it doesn't get the job then, oddly enough. Oh, now it does. Console still survives, 11 points of health, but this is the end of Console as Venatores now take the site. Yeah, that's quite unlucky. That's pretty much the case when, say you're planting the bomb on the terrorist side of B, on the terrorist side of train. You're planting the bomb on B. And in most cases, when it's not a very doable situation for a team and you don't have any sort of smokes, once you plant the bomb, you're pretty much stuck at default. You're dead at that point. If you're able to get, for say, a frag out of that situation, it's absolutely insane. Like we saw Console kill the guy in upper, but it still wasn't enough for the team to win the round. And, as predicted by yours truly, Trick, they barely have any money this round. They're just going to have to go for a good old-fashioned eco. Get this one over it, I'd say, as soon as possible. They are going to be ready to throw the smokes, but look at Tetsek. The fact that he was able to push out all the way through Ivy means that he's gathered so much intel. Like, he knows this is an A-bomb site hit. He has to go hurry up with his teammates, as his flank still has to come in. But Goofy gets the frag. That's not that bad as one might think, but yeah, it's still over. They plant the bomb for Trick. That's good already. That's good for Trick. But Venatores, they're able to win the round anyhow. Stark, 3 kills on the eco. And also pause. Huh. I'm not sure which team is calling the pause, but I think it would be Trick. After all, they did just lose 4 rounds in a row, which isn't a very good statistic. And with the lead they did have is quite dissatisfying to see. And now with that bomb planted, them having lost 4 rounds in a row, look at the money from their side. The money is looking fantastic. Fantastic indeed. As now they're going to be able to buy whatever their hearts desire. Even if they want to go for negatives, they can do that. But I think they're going to take the competitive approach. They're going to take the smart approach. They're going to try to win the round from there. Huh. Still, the pause is upon us. I'm pretty sure Trick is the team to call the pause. It doesn't really say here on the chat logs, as we might see. I think Trick is the one to take the pause, and I think we are now hearing the beautiful clicks of the Counter-Strike chat, and it does mean that the pause is lifted. We can continue on with the game. Rixa will be, I think, getting an AK-47 from the ground, and they're going to be able to go here. Venatores, like 4 rounds in a row for them. That is looking very good. Very neatly done. Very good defense. But now, I think Trick might actually change their approach a little bit. You've noticed that B lower has been quite a weakness for them, as well as Ivy. I think they're going to pay a bit more attention towards those parts of the map in particular before going for any sort of push. Uh-oh. Yikes, Stark. He gets caught out. As kind of expected, you know, Venatores. They've been pretty much winning those rounds on the back of going for those wacky pushes. But that, I mean, come on, Stark. We're really expecting Trick to be leaving that pop dog unwatched. I mean, it could have been a possibility. But not this round. No, definitely not in this round. I think they might try to go for... Oh, just throwing the Molotov. Snecker. Definitely. Oh, no. Yeah, Goofy's kind of stuff. He's going to have to run through the flames. And he's going to burn instead because, get this. Console and Snecker both threw Molotovs. One in the Pop Dog and one over here closer towards Electric. That is some great nade usage. Tetsik, though, will be killing Snecker. Surprisingly enough. So even though they killed one guy in Pop Dog, there's still a third one out there. Nope. Console getting shot by his teammate. What is going on there? Tetsik, they've been watching Pop Dog. Not quite sure how that happened, but I can tell you, this is pretty much a Trick able to win the round. It's quite dissatisfying for, I think it was Snecker who climbed down the ladder. They killed one guy in Pop Dog. And I'm thinking, okay, there's still a possibility there could be a second guy there, so they throw the Molotovs just in case. Yep, they kill a second guy in Pop Dog. Nice. And then they just go down the ladder and whoop, guess what? There's a third guy in Pop Dog, oddly enough. But yeah, the round, it works out. It works out good for Trick. I was telling them to pay attention towards Ivy and even be lower, as there could have been a push there, but it just didn't happen. In fact, Stark, you saw him go Pop Dog of all places, and yes, that does not work out for him. Not at the slightest. Nor does his teammates are able to succeed. We saw Goofy dying there in Pop Dog. I think Tetsik as well. The guy that was caught out towards the side. Totem Pole jump down. They don't see anyone just yet. Trick. They're kind of be happy like, okay, it does look like Pop Dog is empty. But I think they're going to be going for this execute play we saw from them, if I recall correctly, on the very first gun round. Oh, flash coming in, not effective at the very least. No, it was very ineffective. If it would have landed a bit more, a bit further down the brown holes, that would have been much better. But Soon still gets the frag and still holds that angle. Now he backs away, as it does make sense to change up your position as an operator. You gotta be very versatile. And now Trick, I think they're gonna go for the play here this time. 2 gas from main. I do respect that. Molotov still being thrown out here from the Venatores side, but yep, Tetsek, he had no idea there could be an operator in main actually spotting him out. Now the push will happen here. Stark picks up a frag. Snecker, now he spots him out. I think he's expecting someone towards heaven. Now they should expect as, oh, okay, looks like Stark is gonna retreat towards old train. Lukey will stick the defuse. Oh no, he's actually gonna get caught out. Oh no, he survives Ponchek. Now they know Rixo holding the angle, spots out one, doesn't get the kill, goes out in the open. Rixo, how is he able to survive there for so long? That is weird. That is so weird. Rixo, he goes in for the peek, the second peek, alright, but he goes out so wide, he should have been dead at that point. And Venatores kind of missing the shot, the players from Ivy. And also kind of getting unlucky. That Venatores, they kill one guy that was very close by the bomb planter. But not the bomb planter himself. They could have won the round on the back of that. But hey. At this point, Venatores, they have got 4 rounds on the CD side. That is not a very good streak. But really, they gotta get rid of the Seeker at this point. Just, oh, okay. That is a good teammate's flash. Just try to get rid of the Seeker as soon as possible and think about your game plan. How are you going to be getting the last 3 rounds of the half? Because that is very important for the city side of Venatores. If they don't get up, well, that's going to be difficult. Tetsuk, though, he kills Rixo, the upper. And there's Goofy spotting out Insta. This is not looking like a very good round for Venatores all of a sudden. Tetsuk, though, goes in for the peek. He kills Lukey. What is going on here? Okay, console, Snecker, console as well, and now Snecker. Okay, it does work out. It does. Wait, what? Console? Okay, console. That was interesting. Okay. Well, they're still able to win the round. I guess we shouldn't blame the players too much. At the same time, not quite sure why he jumps down. I guess that would have been like a victory jump down, a victory slam down. But he just dies in the process anyhow. Venatores now, like I said, they gotta focus on the gun rounds right now. There we go, Ivy push. Haven't seen this too much from the Venatores guys. The Polish have been pretty successful at pushing Ivy most of the time. And really, it's just that aggression from them that we saw them pick up the first gunner, the second one as well, pushing Ivy, pushing places like B lower as well. That's been working out for them. Soon though, there's not really a smoke to block off his vision. Finally it pops, and he already has done the damage. Now, yeah, those are 2 kills. Stark gets a frag of his own. Stark as well. Stark gets free in the round. Very nicely done by Stark, as he's able to close off any sort of terrorist players who might be coming for a push on A. Well, I was talking about the fact that Venatores, they really need to get some of the gun rounds here, to be exact, 3 gun rounds. And then they might be having a somewhat decent first half. They already pick up the first one. They're still going to have to go against 2 more. And Trick, their money is kind of dwindling here. And so they go for the investment. It's not a very good investment, but you got to try to make of what they've got. Rixo definitely spotted out Ponchik right there. But Ponchik won't be repeaking. No, he will not repeat. He will just throw the smoke. But he's going to wait close by the smoke. And if a push does happen, I think he might actually try to hide in that said smoke. I think that's a possibility. But so far, Venatores, in fact, quite uncommon for a CT side team to be putting 3 guys on B. But when you have guys like Stark, oh, wait, what? How does Stark miss the first shot, but he does get 2 kills in the end? That is good enough. That is good enough for Stark. I'd say Venatores, they already know what's up. Like Trick, I don't think they can do anything at this point. They should continue on with the push, obviously. But it's not going to be a very easy push. Oh no, Soon's about to drop insta. Luki isn't. Ooh, okay. Luki does tap down soon. I guess it's not that bad, but Ponchik is on the side. They don't check him. Venatores claims another one. Like I said, they could really use those 3 rounds I was talking about. Then they might actually still have a pretty good T side right now. It's 6-8. Venatores going according to plan right now. And the plan is that they could also get the 3rd round because, you know, Trick, they have a very weak buy coming in here. Yes, they have the pistols, some utility, but those are not a good match for, say, the AK-47s, the op of Sood. So yeah, this is looking kind of good here for Venatores. Oh, fast play. Tentek's gonna go for the fast play as well as Luki. He did get the good spawn, but now Sood raining some damage here from above. Oh, he does unscope at the worst possible time, but he's still there to kill a teammate. But wait a second, Ponchik and Stark now. All they gotta do is now get rid of Snekker, and this round did look quite good for Trick, but not anymore. Ponchik finishes the deal, and I'd say that's a good half overall. I would say this is a good half overall because Venatores, they did have a pretty bad start. 5-0 lead for Trick, and this is really quite hard to bounce back from that. Yes, we saw Trick take the timeout. They take the timeout. They claim 3 more rounds, but in the end, Venatores, they also get 3 of their own. So 7-8, quite an even scoreline. If Venatores get the ball rolling on that second half, you know, that's definitely a possibility. Well now, Venatores on the terror side of trade. Like I said, you know, if they get the ball rolling by picking up the piss round, the consecutive rounds after that, they can still have a very good half here. But overall, this being trained, this is a pretty, I'd say, good map for both of these teams. Trick has had some stellar results, Venatores as well. So this is definitely not a bad map for both of these teams, and you should be able to succeed on both sides, just like Stark and Soon picking up the frags. Rixo's finally timing in, but that could be a bit too late. Hold on a second. Snekker, though. Snekker picking up 2. Could go for 3rd. He gets free. Now Tetek is all alone against the Trick side. And, I mean, there's 2 players in Pop Dog. And he is just getting gunned down. Wow. Trick. Or to be exact, Snekker. How is he able to hold on there? That is massive play from him. I was saying, well, they have 2 guys in Pop Dog. Those are the 2 players that probably not going to be able to do much in that round. But Snekker behind the site. That was huge for the Danes. And well, Venatores, they're not going to be having the start I think they were wishing for, they were hoping for. So they're going to have to deal with what they have here. And what they do have here are pistols. Those good old-fashioned deagles. And they're definitely capable of doing some damage as well. Console spotting out too. Yes, he does spot out the player. I do believe that is Soon. He doesn't have to repeat at that point. It just wouldn't make a lot of sense. I think Goofy could actually get a frag. Yes, he spots out Rixo right there. Rixo's got to be a bit more careful this time around. And the fact is, Tricked, they have no idea about one of the players. I do believe that is Stark. He has made his way close by Olof. And now he's in a position to do some serious damage, especially if Trick is not going to be checking Olaf, or Sandwich for that matter. Heard it, Luki definitely heard the jump down. Oh no, what a travesty. That's the bomb being dropped as well. So now Luki has got the bomb in his position, and Venatores, yeah, they might have taken the site in a way, but they don't. What? Snekker, that was so weird from Snekker. He pulls out the knife with the possibly worst timing. And so soon, alongside Goofy. They gotta get rid of Luki. That's the only way of winning this round. You have to get rid of Luki. If you do so, you could actually pick up the bomb. Just like so. Goofy at the M4, but oh no. That's the bomb just being delivered at Insta's doorstep. I mean, soon, yes, he picks up the UMP, but there's only 10 seconds. He's got to die at this point. Okay, he picks up one more. What is Insta doing? Insta, you got to run at this point as soon as possible, but he's going to take the fight and win it. Okay, that was that was a bit too close for comfort for Trick. Once the bomb is dropped at Pop Dog, Lukey isn't in the best of position. He knows that he's got to stay in Pop Dog, and he knows that there's a player covering up from up and above, but really just holding off the bomb is not so easy. But the fact that we end up to a 1 versus 1 in the end, that's wow, that is quite risky. And some damage also being dealt. Trick now investing in the SMGs. Should be able to build up quite a decent bank after killing these players with only pistols. The clock's also coming in. Well, Rixo is the first one to drop, but I think Console is going to clean things up. A clean sweep, if you will, but look, he's here with the MP9, gonna shred some bullets, picks up Stark, and now Soon is kind of stuck there. Yes, he kills one of the players, picks up an M4, but I think Lukey has got this one. Oh, okay. Soon is still hiding. Lukey, yeah, he's gonna check. He's gonna get the kill as well. That's a bit better. That's a bit better for Trick Esports, but again, you know, they've lost 4 players in the round previously. In this round, they lose 2. It's become a very good possibility for Venatores to simply break the economy of Trick. That is now a very good possibility, and they have a very good chance to do so, especially if they win this round in particular. So no, yes, he's got the op. He's gonna try to take the straight up aim duel towards connector. Good flash coming in. They are blinded and so tricked. They lose one of their players very early here, thanks to Soon and his AWP. Now, my question is, how will Trick try to compensate the death of their ally? I think when we were seeing it is by this push from Insta. As he already is in brown holes, there's no one really peeking him, and I don't think there's going to be some sort of flash being thrown out from the Venatores side, especially even if they do decide to go towards B through brown holes. They may not expect the player to be in there. That's a risky spot from, of course, Insta. But he has to take the fight. He has to take the fight at that point. He's got to give something for his teammates at this point. They're going for the drop down, the double drop down. I think Insta might have heard it. He's going to try to push up now. Now the guys on the A side going to have to survive here for as long as possible, and they're doing a good job at it. Sneaky and Lukey picking up the frags. Now finally, here comes Insta. He could kill one, and so he does. There's also a bomb being dropped, and so now Soon, with that AWP, I think he realized where Console is, but Console's got a very tight angle. I think the op is probably going to check it, but Console, ooh, that's a bit dissatisfying for Soon. He only legs Console in that position, and well, not so good. Not that much of a good of a round for Venatores, you have to admit. I was quite surprised the player in Sandwich to survive for that long, and in general, Trick just doing a very good job on the defense. And of course, Insta was also very good with his flank, very quick on the flank as well. If he would have been a couple seconds later, I don't think Soon might have. Okay, I think then Soon might actually have some sort of positional awareness. You might think that, oh, there could be a guy in Pop Dog, and the flank might have been so successful. P90, that's the weapon Rixo has decided to purchase, except that he's probably not going to be seeing a lot of action with that gun. After all, he is. Where is he though? I think he's. Oh, okay. He's towards Pop Dog, so he might just be able to see some action. Action is coming. Rixo, is he ready though? Picks up Tetsec. The P90 in that range, such a deadly weapon. And even though they might be having armors, they don't have head armors, and that is where the P90 just racking up kills. A bit dissatisfying that his kill reward is $300, but I mean, that is a gun of great power, and Rixo still holding the angle. He's not slowing down, he's just waiting here. Maybe the last T player is also gonna come down there. Rixo, standing with the P90. Uh-oh. Pawn check. Wow, that's quite sad for the Poles. Every single player falls in the hands of Rixo's P90. I think he should, yes, he should definitely think about dropping that gun and now purchasing the AWP, the gun that he definitely likes using. Well, let us see, shall we? I can Venatores pull out of the hat, because really the second half is coming to a close. It's the perfect opportunity for a team like Venatores to start picking up rounds. And oh, Rixo, yes, he spots out Goofy. He's already out of the picture, and it's quite sad to see that we don't see an individual like Soon be the first one to take aim duels. He's in fact holding passively towards Ivy. He's expecting a push here, and no such push is happening. It would be much better to have, I'd say, a rifle player in that position to watch Ivy use the AWP in a better manner when he can actually get some sort of entry frags. That would be so needed for Venatores at this point. And it doesn't look like the op is going to be the first man in on this B bomb set as well. They're about to hit this B site. Insta has got the pretty good angle towards a white train. Or great train. People call it differently. And now the push is happening. Insta, he's already seeing the legs. He can go for the spam. And there we go. He picks up 2. That is already enough. Lukey, he's going to be the one to clinch out the round if needed. But I don't think that's going to be needed. Snecker, oh, okay. That might just be needed. Lukey finally finishes the madness. But soon he definitely had a good run. But yeah, this is the problem I'm talking about. Venatores, they simply don't have a lot of money. They don't have a lot of money. They don't have a lot of rounds to work with here on the second half. So an investment like this is pretty much mandatory from their team. They go for it, and try to accomplish whatever they can. But if not, then that could be game over for the Polish side. They still have some utility, so I think they might actually, yeah, they're going to try to change up the pace. That is good to see. They don't have a lot of nades, so they're going to try to counter it with their weapons. Can it work out for them? Oh no, Insta! It looks like we're having a barbecue here towards Pop Dog. And not a single player is going to drop dead for Trick. That's very dissatisfying for Venatores. They're trying to change up the pace. I don't blame them at all. They try to change the pace. They stopped playing in that default style of theirs, but they get mowed down towards Pop Dog. I would have liked to see... maybe not necessarily for them try to go for the fast play just yet, try to bait out some utility if possible, and then go for the play. But the fact that Trick still had utility, still had those smokes, those Molotovs, those were devastating for the Polish team. Again? Are they really no, I was thinking Venatores might actually try to break the defense again, but this is just a mere fake. But it's not going to be a very successful fake if none of the players are actually going to push towards A. So now they're just going to have to man up and try to push B here. Tetzik is quite low in HP already. The spam duel is kind of favoring Insta right now, but he should be taken down by Ponchek, or at least soon will do the job for him. There we go. They're overrunning the site. They're having a much better time here. Trick now. I think they're going to have to take the L here. I mean, Lukey and Console, they're in a very difficult scenario to win this one. Especially the fact that they have no idea where the player's at. But I do like what they're doing. They're actually moving together. They're actually going to kill Goofy right there. So now they could actually focus on isolating either lower or upper. Because I think that is where they expect, where the players should be. That's an interesting place to plant the bomb. Console would be getting a frag. This retake is now looking very doable. And Stark, he is nowhere near the bomb. They're going to go for the instant defuse. Like I said, that was a very interesting spot to plant the bomb. Trick just have probably one of their best CT side. Yes, flawless CT side. Some mistakes were made, but in terms of rounds, they won every single one of them. Absolutely great stuff from the Danes. Very nice to see them come out on top, and well, they definitely deserve it. Venatores, I think, yeah, their T side needs some work, but at the same time, we gotta give credit to Trick. So that is about it for our second best of one here. We're gonna be jumping into our third best of one, but this time around, it is going to be a CIS matchup, as we will be dissecting Group B. That's about it for Group A. Stay tuned for the third matchup if you're interested to know how that will turn out to be, and we will continue on with the Bets.net Challenger Series.